Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, over the last 2-3 weeks, I've had a few people in the comments tell me that, boy, you seem downtrodden, you seem depressed, you don't seem very enthusiastic. Well, you guys are right. I've taken it under serious consideration. I fixed myself. Today we are going to have a great time. I am so thrilled to make this video for you. You know what we're doing today? We're fixing more storm damage. So I'll be honest, I make these videos, I press play, I try to put on, a good face for you guys. I try to entertain you, educate you, whatever different project I'm working on. We do 100 different things around here. But I guess, sometimes my true feelings kind of sneak out on camera a little bit. And yeah, I can't dispute anybody that said I've been a little bit, maybe less than optimistic or seem a little bit downbeat the last couple weeks. Well, if you've been watching, it's just been one thing after another. Got the whole truck project going, the Ranger wasn't working, you name it. Just seems like when it rains it pours, literally. The storm damage at my house, this storm damage here. So that's tough to cover up. I'm sure you guys have all been there. It's just some days you just feel like you're getting beaten on, but hopefully we're turning the corner around here. So that's what I can tell you about that. I'm trying to be a little bit more upbeat, but life happens. So today's project, yeah, I had never seen anything like this before. It was the storm after the one that took the tree down at my house. This has been sitting like this for 2 weeks because I just haven't had time to get to it. Just took the whole gutter, fascia, soffit, everything right down in one swoop. It's hanging up there by the flashing. So I thought about just going up there with the loader and just trying to lift it up and tuck it back in and screw it fast. But the more I looked at that, there's just no way. There is no possible way I'm going to get this soffit tucked back into the channel. So I got to tear it all apart and put it all back together. So I made a short about this maybe 2 weeks ago when it happened. Everybody told me the same thing, which I pretty much figured out instantly when I came here and saw this. You got to use screws. When I built this building, I just put the faceboard up with the framing nailer, and never had a problem with that before, but apparently this time it was not enough. And either the wind and rain or combination thereof just was more than these framing nails could hold. So obviously I'm going to redo it with screws and reinforce it and hopefully never do this again. Downside is my gutter is destroyed, so that'll have to be replaced. So this will be a process, but today at least I'm going to get it tore down. So get to start with one of my favorite things to do. It's actually one of my least favorite things. Set up scaffolding. God, I hate scaffolding. I have a man lift basket for the loader. I thought about using that, but just the way this is, it's just too long a span. I need scaffolding. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's one of them things. I just hate moving scaffolding. I hate setting it up. Always have, always will. It's good for its purpose, but for some reason I just have an aversion to using scaffolding. So anyway, I'm gonna get that set up, cut that down, we'll go from there. So I got one setup. That's enough to start here. Eventually I'm going to need a second set to put it back up, but chopping this thing down, that's fine. Now I got my angle grinder and impact gun. I'm going to crawl up there and see what kind of damage we can find. Anybody in the market for some slightly used gutter, brown, 5-inch? I'm sure it could be bent back into shape. Reach out to me in the comments. I'll let it go cheap. Well, if there was a fun part, that was the fun part, I guess. I gotta work on reconstructing this whole thing. There is one big advantage when you have a problem with the building that has all your tools in it. When you got to fix it, all your tools are right there. And yes, I know I'm wearing shorts. You guys probably didn't think I owned a pair of shorts. I do. It's a Sunday. I should be at home instead I'm doing this. But you know, when I'm not doing actual work, I will put on shorts. So I don't have to worry about filling my shoes with sawdust, I should say. That's what I mean by actual work. Anyway, back to it. So I gotta hang another set of scaffolding, but that first set took too long. So let's just do it the simple way. That's a much better way to do it. Makes me hate scaffolding less. Well, I'll tell you one thing. You think a guy that has a sawmill would have a little bit nicer quality scaffolding boards than these janky old things that I keep pulling out time and time again. Maybe you guys got to start a GoFundMe or something. Get me a brand new LT70 so I can cut some decent scaffolding boards. One other thing I did figure out as I was setting that up, which actually took like half hour, I hate to admit. I'm telling you guys, I'll throw in these tires. I got 2 used tractor tires, don't hold air, nice tread on them though. With that gutter, make me an offer. I know what I got here. It's not gonna last long. First come, first serve. Anyway, enough screwing around. I gotta get up there, start piecing this thing back together. Now, if you were watching close, you probably noticed I got a double fascia on there. Well, that's simply because my roofing ended up being like an inch too long, so I had to build it out to make the gutter work. So I just had to double it up, which in hindsight, that probably does not help the situation, having that extra weight hanging on there. Probably should have used screws. Well, I got the solution for that. We're gonna use screws this time. Big old screws. I got these 6-inch timber locks. If that don't keep it up there, nothing will. So that's gonna go right through both plates, both fascia boards, and that'll lock everything in. So I gotta climb up there, put the fascia on, put the soffit on, put the flashing, and then I gotta go get new gutter. It's not all gonna happen today. I think there's a thunderstorm coming actually, or as my 2-year-old calls it, a thunderstorm. So that might hamper what I get done today. But I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really making this video so you guys could watch me hang gutter. That's boring, I know. No, it was more so just to touch base with you, and things are looking up around here. Trust me. Sorry if I was a little bit negative the last couple of videos. I know more than one person commented. So now we're gonna try to lighten things up and have some fun with it. I got some real good lumber content coming. I actually have a few neat Christmas tree videos coming up too. So, you know, if you want more riveting content like me hanging gutter, make sure you click the subscribe button. I know I don't pest you too much. I got a 1-year anniversary on YouTube coming up, so I'm going to do something for that, a special video. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.